Bitcoin is breaking out to the upside, smashing through the downward sloping resistance of the tentative descending triangle formation. And right now, is it possible that Bitcoin's next target is 10,000 sometime this week? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. What is going on, my friends? Today I'd like to discuss Bitcoin and the action we're seeing inside the chart right now. Of course, over the past week to 2 weeks really, we've seen Bitcoin trading in a sideways chop, also forming what may have been another descending triangle pattern formation similar to what we saw up here after our blow off top near 14,000. And as we all know, these can be bearish continuation patterns. But right now, Bitcoin has finally bursted through that downward sloping resistance line, leading me to my next point of interest here. And the title and headline of today's video is the next target this week looking like it could be near the $10,000 region. So as a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up. All right, so we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice, this is not trading advice, these are only my own opinions, ideas, and speculative hypotheses on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. That being said, let's begin right here on the one-day time frame. So Bitcoin has clearly found a local support level right down here around 7,800. I'm actually going to outline this in a rectangle here just so we have a nice clear depiction of the level that we are finding this support at right here right now. And for me, this ranges from really 8,000 flat down to 7,800. Now, what's important here to understand is that Bitcoin is still not out of the range of danger yet, in my opinion. First and foremost, we still do have this over here. I'm going to draw a rectangle as well. This level has proven in the past to be a resistance point for Bitcoin. Although it was short-lived, this was a region where we did find some prior historic rejection. Also here, this did act as a short-term support level before a rip. So we had a resistance, support, and then, my friends, above all else, we have to understand that there were some little wicks here, little Wiccanacci Don Dots. Tell your wife, tell your fots. Down here, we are seeing that this whole range does have some confluence in it, which may act as new resistance. Now, the reason that I don't have the box drawn down here is because I just wanted to close more so along candle bodies and points of interest. You could see here that if I switch it back over, this was drawn from the line chart, showing me some areas of key confluence. Oh, let's get this crypto. Okay, so now let's go back here to the candle body chart, or rather the candlestick chart. So what I want to look at now as well, we're going to flip on our moving averages. You can see clearly here that Bitcoin right now is coming up on a key confluence here. We have this teal line is the 200-day moving average. We have this red line is the 21-day, and up here is the 50-day moving average. Right now, we are coming up upon this 200-day yet again. And all throughout the past here in the recent micro trend, Bitcoin has found rejection along this line time and time again. And right now, my friends, we have to understand that today's daily candle close is going to be critical here. Are we going to get a close above this level here? Is this going to be the first time since breaking below this level back in late September? Are we finally going to get a candle body close above the 200-day moving average? if we do get that, this is where things start to get interesting, my friends. And this is a zone for me that, although we still are under a lot of confluence here, which could be a bearish rejection point, we have some other things to consider. First off, if a huge if, we close a candle body above this 200-day, that would be the first time since breaking below this level. This could trigger some bots and further human speculation bullishly to the upside. Also, another thing to consider here, the RSI is very neutral at this point in time. At the time of recording, it's around a 45. Bitcoin has now climbed distinctly out of the oversold territory here and is really in a zone where it could have a ton of further movement to the upside before seeing a rejection based off an overbought metric on the RSI. If we look here as well, we have to see that the new support here, let's go over to the 4-hour now. We can see that this green box that I drew down here, we've tested this 3 times already. We've had a triple bottom confirmation. Now, don't get me wrong, if we come back down and test this level, per classical technical analysis theory, the more times that you test a level, the more likely it is to break through, right? So I don't really want to see Bitcoin come back down to this level. 3 times was enough here. 3 times was enough for the Don. All right, BTC, you don't have to go back down there again. What I'd rather like to see here is if we are going to get a pullback, now is the point where I want to see old resistance within the micro trend here, this little minutia of confluence here. This level really right around the $8,200 to $8,300 region. I want to see this area in particular become new support. Or even better, I'd just like to form support where we are at now, right? Because we are trading right at this level. Let me get rid of this so we can see this better. We are right now trading at this level where we've been rejected multiple times, okay? And just like the bottom, this is our third test. You see how it's almost like a mirror image on both sides, right? This is a classic equilibrium. You have resistance and support right in a defined range. I mean, we are in a box range for sure here, right? And for me right now, if Bitcoin can find support here above 85.50, really I'd like to see it above 8,600, but we can squeeze it down to 85.50. If Bitcoin can find support above this region here, for me, my friends, this is starting to look, in my opinion, like it could be ready for a push to the upside before a continued movement to the downside. We have to understand here that Bitcoin, since the blow off top at 14,000, has been in a very distinct bear trend. It just is what it is. A series of lower highs and lower lows. I mean, there's no other way to cut this pie, ladies and gentlemen. There is no other way to slice it. It has been bearish, okay? And until proven otherwise, it's going to be very difficult for Don Carbonaccio to get overly bullish here on Bitcoin. So where does the $10,000 target come into play for me? Well, the fact of the matter is that this resistance box for me here goes all the way up to about 9,700, okay? Now, we all know what Bitcoin likes to do, right? It likes to overshoot to the upside, overshoot to the downside, or front run the market, right? And in this case here, for me, if we are going to get bullish momentum to the upside here, it wouldn't surprise me at all to see that a bunch of shorts may line up in here, which I see as completely valid. I understand completely that this does look like a point where the market could look for a reversal, and that is totally possible. But I also see that the market makers or market movers rather, those that are, I don't like to use the word manipulating, but those that are playing with a ton of capital, really moving the market, in coordinated fashion. For me, I could see that if they see a increase in the amount of short contracts on leverage and margin being opened in this vicinity, it does open the door for a potential short squeeze, which could boom this thing even higher through the resistance level. Let's get this crypto. Now, that is just completely speculative on my end, but I do see that The trend is bearish, right? It has been since 14,000. There is no arguing that, little James, okay? Little average Joe and James at the water cooler. Oh, Kirby, but don't you know, Kirby, year to date, Kirby, Bitcoin's the best performing asset, Kirby. Little James, little Joe, don't give me that hullabaloo, fluff and puff garbaggio here today, my friend. This stream is for realists only, and those that look at this market looking to trade it to the best of their ability. And if you come in here into the house that Don Carbonaccio built, and you want to give me some little mainstream media headline, oh, Kirby, you know, it's been outperforming the traditional markets, Kirby, and it's... Get out of here, little James. What I'm here to do today is to analyze what am I going to do in this region? What is going to potentially provide me with the largest potential gains from the plays I take in this region? I don't care about the hullabaloo, James. And we all know that you wound up going long up here for the first time. So don't give me that year to date, Kirby, year to date. We know you bought up here, James Stunad, okay? So now that we're back into reality here, if we get a push through this level, my friends, I just see that this range between 9,300 and 9,700 looks picture perfect to me, using the old support here as new resistance. And this, my friends, may present an additional opportunity for the market movers to manipulate this a little bit further. Now, as I stated, the market loves to overshoot, right? So if we do wind up seeing a squeeze in this region, it wouldn't even surprise me to potentially get up a little bit further than that. Maybe up to this target here, 11,000. I'm not saying that this is probable, but I'm saying that it's possible, okay? And what I want you all to understand here is that today's daily close is very, very important. When we flip back on our moving average, everything that I just speculated upon of potential possibilities to happen here is if we get a close above the 200-day moving average, okay? Because this would be a new close above our old resistance ceiling here, which you would like to now see act as new support. We would, for the first time since dropping below it back in September, be closing a candle body above the 200-day, and this, my friends, may just be enough fuel to spark further bullish speculation to the upside to bring us into this $9,300 to $9,700 region organically. And then, my friends, potentially maybe we see a short squeeze from shorters lining up shorts in here, and then get a push further through 10,000, potentially even towards the $11,000 region. Let's get this crypto. If you see what I'm saying here, share this video in your chats and your socials with other traders so they understand. The Don is not here to predict Moonboy targets of 250,000 by year 2029. Garbaggio, ladies and gentlemen, clowns and degenerates. They call me clickbait Carbonaccio. Are you kidding me, James? Are you kidding me, Joe? You think that the Don is coming in here with the clickbait? The Don is coming in here with the realistic analysis day in and day out. And if you don't like it, then my friend, you could get right out. Let's get this crypto. Okay, my friend, so now that I've outlined my potential possibilities here to the upside, let's briefly discuss if this is a failed rally here. What about the downside? And also, I'd like to look at the altcoins briefly. Just briefly to understand where we are at. Is this new capital entering the market? Or is this looking like the same money sloshing around back and forth? And is this a prime spot for a potential fake out and a continued dump to the downside? Let's get this crypto. But if you are just tuning in now, don't forget to moon up the likes. Moon them up. Smash those thumbs. Click the subscribe button. Tick the little bell. Let's get this crypto. Satoshi needs a new pair of shoes. Sheesh. And I really do appreciate, guys, if you could smash up the thumbs. Right now, with the market conditions, the thumbs ups have not been getting clicked as much. I don't know what's going on. If you guys do appreciate these analyses here each and every day for you, then my friends, smash those thumbs and let's get this crypto. Now, if we are going to move to the downside, just 1 second here. 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, and we continue now. Let's see, if we are to get a resistance here at this point in time, and we are to close this daily candle body below the 200-day moving average, this, my friends, would essentially negate the speculation that I just outlined in the first half of the video, right? Because for me now, although we did break down out of this tentative descending triangle pattern, right? We have to understand that. Let's remove this line now, okay? We have to understand that we still are at a point here where we have a clearly defined point of equilibrium, right? A box pattern. You see this here, right? Equal points of resistance, or relative equal points, right? 3 points of interest along the top, and for me as well, 3 points of interest along the bottom. Now, this still, although it does look a little bit different than a classic bear flag, it still could wind up being a bear flag, okay? And the fact of the matter is as long as we continue to trade inside this equilibrium, especially the longer time that it goes sideways like this, breaking down is always a possibility. And Bitcoin has not yet at this time tested down to its golden 618 Fibonacci retracement, okay? And that, my friends, is down towards 7,266. And what's even more concerning for me, my friends, is that that's in a little bit of a no man's land, right? It is a little bit. I mean, there is a ton of confluence here, but the real confluence begins here at 6,800. So for me, as I've stated numerous times throughout this stream, overshooting certain algo targets is very normal in this market, and the 0.618 golden fib is certainly an algo target, and to overshoot it and potentially test the upper candlesticks here, the upper wicks and bodies of these candles inside this equilibrium here would not be out of the question at all, in my opinion. Now, let's discuss further upon that. And I want to look now at the altcoins and the total crypto cap. So let's begin now with the total cap, including Bitcoin, okay? This is the entire crypto market. Now, if you are subscribed here, you would know that this chart in particular for me has been front-running the market. It's just been showing the direction of the market sooner than all of the others, okay? And for me right now, this is showing that Bitcoin right now has tested that golden 0.618 Fibonacci. It's acting as support for the time being. The entire market has respected the 0.618 pullback. And right now we are looking to test up to this maximum point of potential resistance, right? And it would be completely normal, my friends, for Bitcoin to have tested the golden, test back up to the old support at the 0.5, which now turns into potentially new resistance, and then go and retest back down to this 0.618. And if that happens, my friends, we're going to need to either see a W pattern like that, which can be very bullish, right? A W like that. You test support, go back up, back test resistance, get rejected, find support again, and then look to break out upon that next one. That would be a bullish W pattern. But, my friends, what you don't want to see here is that if we go up, we test, we get rejected, and fall through the 0.618, my friends, this, to me, looks like a classic continuation of a full-blown market cycle. And to me, I have a very hard time believing that this thing has to stop here, or really, to me, it looks like the 0.786 Fibonacci is an easy target if we purge through this 618 upon a backtest. Let's get this crypto. And from the point that we're at right now, in the total market cap, we're looking there to the 0.786 Fib. It's a 30% plus drop from that point in time, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about a total market cap of 155 billion in all of crypto. And right now we are currently at 224. So this would be quite the drop, okay? And I just don't want you to rule it out of the equation yet that you see there is a huge looming overhead resistance here, right? And we're not very far away. And it completely coincides with the Fibonacci's, right? So if you were just looking at this as an algorithm, purely playing Fibonacci's, the 0.618 has been hit as support, okay? Now it's finding support and bouncing. What's the next target? Ding, 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 chicken wings for dinner, tofu if you're vegan. That 0.5, if we get rejected there and retest that 0.6, put your seatbelt on, ladies and gentlemen. Strap yourself in. This may be one heck of a ride coming up here in this market. Let's get this crypto, okay? And briefly, let's look at just the altcoins here. No Bitcoin included in this metric. Very much the same. Just the fact is that we're seeing a lot more resistance lower down in the trend here. I mean, we're really looking at something like this, okay? And my friends, look at where the 0.618 is here. We're actually already bouncing off the 786, okay? If we bounce up to this 0.618 fib and get rejected, it's very much of the same, right? We either want this to be a bullish W like that, right? Where we look to test, 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 and then upon this test break out. Or, my friends, it's going to look more so like a potential reaction rally, bounce off the algo target at the 786, a rejection at the algo target 0.618, a retest of the algo target 0.786, and then a dive deep down into the crypto abyss, where obviously the next valid target would be a complete retrace back down to bear market levels in late December 2018. Let's get this crypto. So don't rule a market cycle out of the equation at this point in time. I think it's completely valid. But either way, right now, guys, for me, I'm looking to get extremely aggressive here, right? And I keep you guys updated with all of my trades in VIP. If you're not already in VIP, I do not know what you're doing. The time right now, my friends, the opportunities look like they may be absolutely immense here. And you guys know, Don Carbanaccio does not like to squander potentially life-changing trading opportunity. So if I see these opportunities arising here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be playing these absolutely aggressively, both to the upside and to the downside. Many are going to get wrecked here. Many, I know, watching this feel like they're a deer caught in the headlights, probably frustrated and fuming from the gills right now, ladies and gentlemen, ready to self-combust in their computer chair. Kirby-o! But right now, if you feel like that, you shouldn't, little James. Don't feel like that. Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. With all the information I've presented you with here today, you should be feeling ready to conquer the market. I know I am. I'm ready to crush it. And the thing is here is I'm planning for both directions, both up and down. So you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that you can't control what the market does. But what you can control is how you set up your plays and look to crush it to the best of your ability. And that right now is what I'm focused on, planning for if this does break up. What am I going to do here, right? What happens if we get the short squeeze here? What happens if we just get negated and go down now? You have to be ready for all scenarios, and I keep you updated with my plans and my strategies that I personally formulate for you in real time in VIP. There is no excuse today, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. Shout out to all of my new future VIPs joining VIP right now after this video. I will keep you updated with my trades, my entries, my exits, my targets, my take profits, all for you, including my strategies in real time in VIP. So my friends, right after this video, I will see you in VIP. Today is the day. I'm ready to get this crypto. Are you? Let's get this crypto. My friends, if you could, share this video. Let other traders in your chats and your socials see what I think is potentially going to occur here, both to the upside and to the downside. We are right at the crossroads of a pivotal market movement here, in my opinion. Don't get caught like a deer in the headlights. Don't get caught at the water cooler with little James and average Joe. Okay, my friends, I will see you all in VIP. If you could one last time, moon up the likes, moon them up, smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Satoshi needs a new pair of shoes. So my friends, I'll see you all in VIP right now. I'm ready to crush this market. Are you? Let's get this crypto. I will see you in VIP. My friends, until next time, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.